What's up, YouTube? So today is finally the day that I'm gonna do my Florence Study Abroad Pepperdine Q&A. Gigi has decided she wants to make an appearance so she can come say hi. She's so cute. Okay, now Gigi, go over there. Go outside. Go outside. They always like to break into my room. I have the door closed, but they just like push it open. Anyway, so for those who don't know me, my name is Victoria, and I just came back about 4 weeks ago now from Florence, Italy, where I studied abroad for the entire academic year, which was like a total of around 8 months, which was truly the best year of my entire life. And I went through Pepperdine, which Pepperdine does it a little bit differently, so I'll just explain that to start off. The way Pepperdine does it is that you study abroad with Pepperdine. So we have Pepperdine Malibu, which is the main school location for undergraduate. But we have Pepperdine Malibu, we have Pepperdine Florence, Pepperdine Switzerland. So it's just different locations. So you're never transferring to another international school where you do your classes there. We do everything in our own Pepperdine owned facility. And so you sleep there, you have your dorms, you have a kitchen, you have your laundry room, you have literally everything you can think of inside of this house. It's literally like a house, but in Florence we call it the villa, this little villa. And so we shared that with 40 other students, around 40 to 44. And we lived with not our resident director, but we lived with our Pepperdine faculty and residents, who are faculty members of Pepperdine who have to apply to be the faculty and residents for a specific abroad year. And so ours were Dr. Dan and Mama J. They were the best abroad parents we could ever ask for. So like I just said, they're kind of like your abroad family, like your abroad parents, and they were truly just the best. So they live in their own section of the villa, so they're never interacting, you'll never run into them in our kitchen at all, unless it's during the school week or to enter, and they have their own entrance. But they can choose to enter literally wherever, because we're all just a big family, so that's how it is. But usually in other schools, how you'll do it is you either transfer to another, or for the year, to another international school. Then you'll either have housing through your university, or you have to find an apartment. That's kind of how it works. It's a lot more complicated, but here at Pepperdine it's super simple, which is why it's so popular. So we have a few different locations. We have Florence, Italy, we have Heidelberg, Germany, we have Switzerland, London, we have Japan. It's a new one starting this year, so super exciting. It's Kyoto. And then we also have, let's see, BA, so it's Buenos Aires, and then we have, I think that is it. And we also have Washington, D.C., which is a whole other thing. So first, applying. So how that works at Pepperdine is you apply during the first few weeks or months, I would say, of your first year. So I think it comes out, or they're due in October, something like that. But you get an application that you have to fill out. It has different essay questions. They're super short, 200 words max, or characters even. It's really short, which can be a little hard to keep it that short. But we also have to do a video that comes with it. Usually it's different challenges that you'll have to navigate. And my video is posted on my channel, so if you're looking for a good video example, I think mine was pretty good. And because I got my first choice, which leads me to, so once you submit that, you also submit your rankings. So you can either choose, for me, I put my rankings as Florence full year, to Florence fall, to Florence spring, those are semesters, Florence fall semester, spring semester, or Switzerland full year. You could just choose however you want. I just really wanted to go to Florence. And so I got my first choice, which was Florence full year, which was really exciting. Yeah, super grateful. Florence is the most competitive program, because it also has one of the smallest, it doesn't have the most room, but it really is such a special city, so it is also just really popular. But moving on, that's how you do it. And then you find out, and it's really exciting. Okay, so why did I choose Florence? Why did I choose Florence? Honestly, I was set to go Switzerland. I was I'm gonna go Switzerland. My parents really wanted me to do Switzerland. I don't know if that's the reason why, but I was what the heck is Switzerland? I've never even really thought about it, and I thought it was so cool. It's this beautiful chateau that we'd live in, and I don't know, something, I don't know if it's this, probably not. I love Italian food. That's my favorite food in the entire world. I love it. I love history. I love like all of that. And so Florence is really that, all that I want, or what I guess figured out that I wanted in a study abroad country. And I also had a good friend who was in Florence while I was in my first year, and he absolutely loved it. And we're a lot alike, so I was like, you know what? I feel like my calling is Florence. I don't know why. Like, I can't even pinpoint, but there's just those are just some factors that probably came into my mind. But truly, I remember like writing, and the only one that I really knew that I knew what I wanted to say was Florence. Like, why do I want to go to Switzerland? Because the chateau is beautiful, yeah, but like, what else am I gonna do there? And I just knew like Italy, I just had to. It's been on my vision board. It's like the only country that's really on my vision board. Also Paris, but like I've always had a calling to go to like Italy, the Amalfi Coast, like all of that. And so I marked it on my list and I got it. Yes. So that's really exciting. Was study abroad worth it? Absolutely, literally. So I'm also a tour guide at Pepperdine, and I tell my tour guests, if you're gonna do one thing, you have to go abroad. Literally, there's no ifs and no buts. You have to go abroad. It'll change your life, truly. I remember when I went to Pepperdine, which is in Malibu, and I live in like LA, so it's literally an hour away. That for me was like the biggest move of my entire life. Like, I'm moving across the world. Not really, but like that's how it felt to me. And I never in a million years thought that I would be living alone, like independently, in another country across the world. But study abroad was never anything on my radar. Like, Pepperdine is known for it, but I never thought about it when I applied and when I enrolled. But it's kind of like forced on you to apply. Like, everyone's doing it. It's not forced, but it's encouraged. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Why not? Tuition's the same, scholarships carry, I could be an RA, whatever. And I can't imagine not going abroad. Like, how can you not do that? You just get so much growth, like your life will change. I can't even, that's all I'm gonna say. What was your favorite part? Oh my god, I literally can't choose. My favorite part was, I think, the housing situation. Living with 44 people in this villa. It truly, like, these people are my family. And I guess we were on the luckier side. Sometimes like there's like beef with like different programs and stuff like that, but like, yeah, we had our issues, whatever, but like we truly were like family. We would fight like siblings. Like, literally, I would do anything for them. I would do anything to be back in that villa right now, waking up, coming downstairs to my class. We all have class at the same time, in the same like class in the morning. For Italian, we all start at 9. I would do anything to be coming down the stairs. Like, the lower I get, the louder it gets, because everyone's just chaos. Like, we're such a crazy group. Like, everyone's so different, and it's so fun. Like, it truly was the best way to wake up every single morning, and I just would do anything to be back there. Anyway, what was my least favorite part? My least favorite part, honestly, literally nothing, coming back. I think the least favorite part was saying goodbye to all of it. Nothing could have prepared me for it. Like, I just think back. I try not to think about it because I reminisce and get like sad, but like happy. Like, I just like, I don't know, it's weird. I guess like the readjusting, like reverse culture shock is what my director calls it. I think that was a little bit hard to deal with. But while I was over there, like at first it was a language barrier because we had been taking Italian, like elementary Italian. But when we got there, like literally we would try and speak it and we would just get shut down immediately. And like we'd be like, oh my gosh, like I'm trying. But like it was hard at first. And usually I'm like, I love to talk to like random people on the street. Like, I like, oh, how's your day? Like, tell me what you're doing. Like, tell me that. But I couldn't do that. And I felt like I couldn't be myself with my community. But then as time went on, I learned a lot more Italian. And so it was easier to like converse, which is good. But at first, like those first few weeks, it was hard to like talk to people of Italy, but whatever. Would you do it again? Absolutely. I would literally move to Italy if I could. Take everyone with me. I don't know if I could do it like alone. I feel like I would like to have an established set, or like established community. But yes, I would go abroad. Did you feel safe? Yes, Italy was very nice. I mean, I'm from like LA area where you can't walk around alone because you will get kidnapped off the street. But no, it was so safe. It was really nice. I remember there was just like one street that I was like kind of getting sussed out, so I never took it again, and literally everything was amazing and perfect. And so, I mean, I always had like a guy in my friend group like to walk around with, but even like when I was traveling, so like I always felt safe like traveling out to different countries, but still like nothing ever happened, like thank the Lord. Like I was super safe. Like even when I was walking around alone like in Florence, I would only walk around in Florence alone because I like know it very well. Everything was super safe. Everyone's super kind. Now to talk about money. So let's see, first question is, how much money should I save? Low-key, I underestimated a lot how much money I should save. I would recommend saving up to like 10K. I think I had around like 6,000 saved, maybe 8,000, I'm not sure. But if you want to like travel on the weekends, if you want to like go out and eat food a lot or go get drinks and stuff, like I would recommend you save up, because it adds up. It literally adds up so much. How many times I've like Glovoed, which Glovo is like their version of Uber Eats, but they bring it on like a Vespa. It's so cute. It adds up. So I would recommend doing that. We also have people who like in our program, let's say like they didn't save a lot and they didn't want to spend a lot of money, they would not travel on the weekends and they would maybe explore Florence more. Like by travel I mean like go to another country. They would take a train to, or like a Flixbus somewhere else. Like there's super cheap ways to do it. But if you want this like big crazy abroad, like I want to go to Ibiza, I want to do this, and like you need a plan to save money. So that's just a number that I recommend saving for. Europe as a whole wasn't really expensive. I know Switzerland's another story, but like Florence, like everything was pretty good. Paris was also really expensive. What did you spend the most money on? Okay, I did shop a lot. Zara, I hit literally almost every single Zara in Europe. It was really fun. It was really nice. I spent a lot of money shopping, a lot of money on food and gelato. I don't regret any of it. What are the hidden costs people don't think about? Like taking your luggage. Like people always get like a big backpack to like travel around so you don't have to pay for like a carry-on. I was like, I'm not gonna do, like I have to take my boots, like I'm not wearing them to the airport. So I always brought like my bag, like a suitcase, like a mini carry-on or something. But like if you don't want to spend that extra, like maybe like up to 60 euro, I'd recommend getting like a nice backpack that you can bring as like your like personal item that you can shove everything in. Saves you that money. So, oh, also in Pepperdine, like as for Pepperdine, costs. So the tuition stays exactly the same and all their financial aid follows you abroad. That is correct. However, what Pepperdine doesn't tell you is that there are lots of additional international fees. Like even just like getting like your, what is it your visa? Just different things like that. Like all of that paperwork and just a bunch of things you need to get, that is so expensive. Like it adds up a lot. What I did to help cover the cost, also just because like I wanted to, I love taking on a little leadership role, like that's so fun for me. I applied to be an RA, which I got, thankfully, and that was the most fulfilling job ever. I got to work with the amazing Elizabeth Watley, which she's literally the best human being on the planet. Like I love her so much. That was a really great job. I got hourly pay and then I got scholarship on top of that, which was really nice. And then I also worked as a, what's it called? Big Brother, Big Sister coordinator, which is like a program that helps Italian kids ages, I would say like 5 to 18. Like kind of learn English just by like talking to them. We'd have like little fun events like we would do for different holidays. Let's say we would do like Valentine's Day, we'd do Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. Like we'd have different little parties, have a little haunted house for Halloween, or just like different arts and crafts. Like we would do that, and then we'd all hang out with like maybe like the older Italians and go to like dinner, go to the pub. Like we would do all that stuff, which was a lot of fun. There's different jobs like for Pepperdine abroad. It doesn't even have to just be like Florence. Like each program has many different jobs within. So, and if there's like something that like I don't have a job, you can talk to your director, literally add one, pitch one, and if it's good, she can give you that job, which is very nice. So now for more like Pepperdine specific, and I'll just touch on EFTs. What's the campus in Florence like? So like I said, it's like a villa. We have a few different floors where, okay, let's say, so you walk in, it's like our big family room with a little kitchen. You go into the next room, it's like our mensa, which is like our dining table, it's like our dining room. Then if you go left and another left, you'll see like our library, which is beautiful. And then we have our music room, which is, we spent a lot of time in there with my friends. I think our program in general is just a very musical, like artsy group, so we'd always be in there. My best friend Jack would write his songs. Oh, he's the best, he's so talented. And then if you go up the stairs right there, that goes to Elizabeth's office and our faculty residence apartment. But if you go like back out to the mensa, if you take a left again but go downstairs, that's going to be our classrooms, as well as if you go outside right there, it's this beautiful little like outdoor plaza area with beautiful little chairs, ping pong table, our laundry room, foosball table, like a sweet little like rocking chair, which is fun, or like a swing couch, something like that. But yeah, and then our little chapel. But if you enter the building again, just like completely new, if you enter the building, there's stairs that go all the way up. That is where our students live. So you can live on like up to the 4th floor, which is where I lived. God, those stairs hurt every single day. But you know what? It got my reps in. So that was nice. And since we're at the top, we also get the balcony. So I shared the balcony with literally my best friend, Faith. So our doors were like this. So like I'd wake up, boom, she's right there. Like it was so perfect. Like they were like this. And so it's so many times that we would just like wake up the other person's like in like our room, like doing whatever. Like we'd always hang out. And it was so nice. Like we always had like a no lock policy. So we were always running into everyone's rooms to like scare them before they walked in, or like prank them for April Fools. Like we were always in each other's rooms, which was really nice. We'd like party in this person's room, everyone come out hang out. It's like, and we'd all like go hang out in there, which was fun. But yeah, we had a beautiful balcony where some of my guy friends, Andy and Seb and Bafo and Adam, sometimes would go and play die, which is like this big frat game. I don't even know what it is, but they play on the balcony. My friend Alondra and I would just like sit like in the shade and like watch them from my room, which was really nice. Those are some good memories. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of like the house layout, and it's right next to the tram station, which is very nice. So it's super convenient, and it's right next to literally everything. I love it. It's the perfect house. So moving on, what are the dorms like? The dorms are pretty small. Like the rooms are pretty small. Like I don't expect some like huge room, but they're very nice. Some can be very big and like really spacious. But I know there's like one room, it's like the worst one in the house. It's like teeny tiny. It's so bad. But you know what? We're barely in those rooms. My room, since I'm an RA, you get a single as an RA. So me and my co-RA Adam, we both got singles. But I got my own bathroom. Adam had to share his, so that was very nice. I was the only person in the entire building who had their own bathroom. Lovely. Yeah, so other things, you have like a bunk bed. Every single one has like a bunk bed, but like I just threw my suitcases up there, slept up there. We had a counter, closet, we had literally everything. How hard are the classes? It really just depends. Italian's not hard at all. You just have to like really you just have to study and practice. It's so easy to practice when you live right there. Like you just go outside and practice with random people. Like it's so easy. And if you have Valentina, she's the goat. She's the best person in the entire world. How can you keep your GPA a lock-in? do your classes. Yes, travel, fun, whatever. Like, it's not that hard to just like focus a day and do your classes. Do professors understand that you're traveling? Yes, they do, but that's not an excuse. Like, school still should come first, and because you're there to study. It's study abroad, not vacation travel abroad. So we do have like an attendance policy that if you don't show up to class, like, no, basically if you miss it because you're traveling, you get 2 absences, which drops your grade like a letter. Not fun. Yeah, so don't be sneaky, be honest, and don't miss class or travel. We already have a 3-day weekend, like that's more than enough. What's the food situation? And I would say, speaking for the Florence program, but usually it's like this for a lot of our Pepperdine programs, it just really depends. So we have meal stipends, so we get kind of like an allowance to spend. We also do have food. We have breakfast every single day in the Florence villa. We have lunch every single day. At lunch we all come and eat together, which is really nice. One of my favorite hours of the day in Florence. And then we'd also have dinner Wednesdays and Mondays, which is really nice. I would go out every other day for dinner, which is really cool. So I'm back. I've been kicked out of my room, but I am back. So how often do we eat at like cafes and stuff? So it's super often, like after class. Sometimes you'll have like the entire day off. It really just depends on your schedule. A lot of us will go to different cafes to study, get a little like pastry, get a little coffee, different things like that. There are so many amazing cafes. Oh, my favorite's Cafe Libertad. It's, oh my god, it's literally heaven. I miss it. I miss it. Anyway, if you want orange juice, you have to say this. It's called spremuta, which I still really don't know the difference. Spremuta or suco de arancia. Orange juice directly translates to suco de arancia, but spremuta is sometimes like fresh orange juice. So that's some Italian lingo. Next, I also want to talk about chapel. Since we do have chapel credits at Pepperdine, you do have chapel every Tuesday at like 12. And chapel's really fun. So we always have like RA and student leader announcements, and then we have either like Elizabeth does like some talking, or she like has something to share. Like she'll go over our EFT itinerary, like on chapel times. But then we'll also have like different fun like games. So usually we'll do like Family Feud, we'll do Jeopardy. That's the time where like we need everyone, kind of like a mini town hall. That's the vibe of it. And then we'll end it with chapel team, which we had Dr. Dan, which we were lucky because he was our faculty in residence. He was also used to be the religion dean. So he always led our chapels, which was nice at the end with actual like chapel-y stuff. We also do have worship gatherings, which was all student led. So this is not like something that's always gonna happen within each program, but our program was very big on it, which was really nice. So we'd have chapel every Wednesday at 8, which was super fun. It honestly was like the highlight of my week. I didn't start going until second semester, but I went to the last one of first semester because my best friend Dilminardo was leaving, and they were gonna do like a big blessing for him, and he always wanted me to go. So I was like, I'm gonna go to one. And I went, and it was so nice, the community there. And like by the end of it, our entire year, like majority of the villa was going, which was really nice. But yeah, so if you're gonna go to Florence or any other program, I definitely recommend that you start one. Now for just like personal things, like, is it cliquey? Is it easy to make friends? Like relationships, do they change? Like friendships, do people date abroad? Did relationships survive abroad? Was there drama? Did anyone get sent home? This is just what chat said. Okay, so to answer that, so during orientation, each one is different, but for us in Florence, it's super long. So you're literally required to be there from the start of the day until like very late. So we're sometimes like tired, upset, like just tired and moody, which some people found like a bit like we were overworked a bit, but I honestly liked it because we got to see a lot of Italy, which was cool, that I wouldn't have never gone to if I hadn't been forced to go there with my director. So I really enjoyed orientation. That was fall, but for spring orientation we had this, like, we went to, it was Gargonza, which is like its own mini little town. It's like a really old like village with like all stone. It had this Tower of Gorgonzola, which was so cool. I loved it. So we had like little homes, and we played like different games, kind of like camp. It was like camp, which was super fun. So we had like teams and competition. Our villa was super competitive, so we were always thrived on a nice competition. So that was a great way to get to know everyone. I think that just like emerged the spring students super easy. Like if you're worried about going during spring semester, you're not gonna know how to like be friends with the fall students who already have relationships established. I mean, obviously, like, it depends on the program you're going into with the people that you're going into, but I think for us, like, there was really no issue at all, and it should be like that for everyone. Like, of course, everyone should be welcoming, but I can't speak for everyone, but, like, our program, we're all, like, family again, like, instantly. Like, we just welcomed everyone, which is really nice. Cliquey, I guess it depends on how you see cliquey. Let's say, like, I have my best friend, Faith, and Jack, and Owen, and Dylan. Like, those were my best friends fall semester. And we'd hang out a lot, because literally they're my favorite people. Some people kind of saw that sometimes as cliquey. Well, I was, like, in my mind, I wasn't purposely trying to leave anyone out. I was just like, I love these people. I want to spend time with them. And so we spend time together. But some people, like, thought, like, there was, like, different friend groups, I guess. Some people found that as cliquey, which, I mean, if other people simply came up and was like, hey, like, can I do this with you guys? Like, can we do this? Like, obviously, yes, of course. But it's important that you do reach out, or else sometimes like people are unaware that they're being cliquey. I guess like that's how I felt in the situation, like hearing people later be like, oh, like I really wish I got to talk to her, but she was always with these people. Like I had no idea that this person felt that way, and like now I feel bad, but also come up to me, like, right, like let's be friends, like totally. So always reach out. Change, I mean, definitely, I think, especially from like semester to semester with new people, like there's always like different, like things are changing. I mean, at first, like it's like a dush to find your travel group. Like you need to find your best friends the first like 2 weeks who you're gonna travel with. And when you literally have all year together, and you're gonna, like during my first semester, I traveled, I guess, with the same people, with the addition of like a few people like towards the end. But in that second semester, I was traveling with different groups every time, like just different variations of our friends, which was a lot of fun. Sometimes we'd all like travel to the same spot, like half of our villa, and we'd all hang out. Like there's just different things like that. So friendships do change, and if things happen, that's totally fine. Like we're experiencing all the emotions, we're doing crazy things. Like if you could travel with the people and like not hate each other after, like that's real friendship. Like literally everyone has seen me at my worst, at my best, and we're still all family. Like yes, it's gonna change, and that's okay. How I think of it is like, if you don't change by the time of abroad, then you're doing something wrong. Someone told me, I had a friend who I was friends with during freshman year. She visited Florence and was like, you're different. And I'm like, thank God I'm different. What do you mean? Like, I think that was meant to be a dig, but I take it as thank you. Because obviously you're not. No beef here. But I feel like, don't be afraid when going abroad to come back and be different. And if someone says that, take that as a compliment. As long as you're like different for the better. Like obviously if you come back and you're like, I don't know, not a kind person, then go back to the way you were. Be nice. But I think personally that I have changed for the better. I've matured a lot more. I'm not like scared of the world anymore. And so I'm just like, thank you. I'm glad I'm different than I was first year, right? Like we should be different. The people date abroad, yes. And people were in a relationship when they came into the villa, and they were both there together, which was cool. And they all stayed together, which was really sweet. But yeah, it's normal. People will always, there are villa relationships, villa crushes, whatever. You are with the same 40 people, which is really interesting, and it's a lot of fun. But don't worry about the drama. It's so funny because like news travels so fast in the villa, so just be aware of that. Did anyone get sent home? No one got sent home. It also is normal for people to like switch if they want a different experience, like during spring semester. Like that's totally fine too. Italy questions. Best food, spaghetti pomodoro, easy money, and a mozzarella ball. Most disappointing food? Nothing really comes to mind. I mean, nothing. Everything's literally amazing. Biggest culture shock? The language. Favorite city? Florence. Rome? Oh my god, you have to go overnight in Rome. Rome nightlife is super fun. Rome, it's a beautiful city as well, and it's safe. Also, Santa Margherita. Pisa was super cute. You have to go to Pisa. It's fun. Favorite Florence memory? All of the above. I can't pick one. All the nights at the discoteca with our entire program, like literally everything. Now for the advice section. Okay, what should you pack? Whatever they have on the packing list. Okay. What should you not pack? I guess it's easier. You don't need bed sheets or comforter or pillow. You don't need that. They have it there on your bed. Your bed's made when you arrive. You also don't need toilet paper. You don't need paper towels. You do need a towel. Bring your towel. You don't need rugs for the floor. They have hangers. They don't have a lot of hangers, but they do have quite a few hangers in your closets, which I left all of mine, so there should be like 100 for my room at least. You don't need like a lamp. They have a little lamp for you. Also, your hair like tools, you can't just bring them from here because they had to have like a certain voltage, so be careful with that. But I also left, like a lot of us left all of our stuff over there. So at least for Florence, we're gonna have like a big bucket or basket, bin, whatever, of all of the stuff that we left for you guys for like the next program or future programs to like use. Feel free to ask literally any questions. My Instagram is my YouTube channel. Request me and ask me all the Florence questions you want. I love talking about it. So, 3 pieces of advice for future Florence students. Elizabeth says this: be outside at least for 10 minutes a day. Do not stay in the villa. It's super easy to just like stay in the villa. No, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go outside, you're gonna find a new museum to go to, you're gonna find a new park to go to. Elizabeth discovered it for me, or introduced it to me. It was beautiful, but everyone would go. We'd take our like soccer ball, we'd take our volleyball, we'd all hang out, we'd tan, like this was the place to be. It was this park, with this like huge dragon thing. So how to find it? So you're in the villa, big street, cross the street, you go right, keep going until you see it. It's right there. It's lovely. It's a dog park, so it's really sweet. That's advice number 1. Advice number 2, really get to know those in your program. Reach out to everyone. Be besties with Elizabeth. Really make an effort to get to know her because she is one of the coolest people I've ever met. She is so knowledgeable in everything. Like, oh, she's the best. 3, go abroad, but also when you return, keep that abroad community that you had over there, maintain that, because these are people that you've experienced something so special with that no one else will really understand unless they've been through it. And so keep that community strong. I know for my program, we're gonna start chapel, or like, worship nights, which is really exciting, in Dr. Dan's house, which is right on campus. So that is how we're gonna keep that alive, but truly work hard to maintain that. So that is my abroad video. I feel like that's gonna be like an hour long. I don't really know, but yeah, go abroad and go to Florence. It's the best.